My name is Angela Lourdes Littlefield. I've been attending the same Catholic church pretty much ever since I was born, and I've had private Catholic schooling ever since I could say my ABCs. My dad was the one who wanted to send my older sister, little brother, and myself to private school. He and my mom sent my 6 older brothers and sisters to public school, and he pretty much had himself convinced that it didn't do them any good. Of course, he was just doing what he thought would be best. And there really is no way to know if what you decided would be the better choice. I just never wanted it to be in vain. I needed some way to show and prove that continually putting ourselves in a tough spot to spend $7 grand a year for a single person just to receive a high school education was really worth it. Well, let this video stand as my proof. When I look back on it, it's sometimes really hard to believe how much I've grown since my freshman year here. I entered high school with a single group of friends, sticking to them like glue for pretty much the entire year, secluding myself from everyone else because, let's face it, people scared me. I'm not really sure what changed in me. Maybe it was the sense of community that made me so unreserved and affable in my daily endeavors. But now there's hardly a single person in my class, and even in other classes that I can't tell you about. And that was another thing. Talking. I was never the best at speaking openly in class. One of my many nervous problems. But what can I say? Such easygoing people in classes can really bring the best out of a person. I mean, I would never have been able to take the honors philosophy class that I'm in now my freshman year. The amount of arguing out loud, debates, and open-minded ideology that is involved would have been too much for my feeble and fragile, less developed self. I know it seems silly, regarding such a large change over such a short time, but isn't that really what childhood and adolescence is? Your brain is developing, your body is developing. I mean, you end up having to make decisions that affect your entire future. And I guess that's just what comes with high school, and even looking ahead, college. The initiative that I developed from my years in high school, from growing up and taking responsibility, has done me nothing but good. If you look at my transcripts, my grades actually got better throughout the years. So did my school and community involvement. I went from 1 club to 5, becoming the executive treasurer of the National Honor Society, holding a position in ASB, and being a leader in leadership camps in Kairos. I even got better at scheduling my time, allowing myself to sustain a sport while becoming involved in the school play and remembering to keep up with my grades, projects, college applications, and scholarships. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, because sometimes it makes me question my good judgment. But I'm living off of God's time, and I'm sure that He would undoubtedly appreciate it if I made the most of it for myself. I've even taken it farther and dedicated a large portion of it to Him, in the ministries for Him. I usher at my church, even though I've been done with my service hours, and I'm a core team leader of Life Teen at my church, helping others grow in their faith while their kind hearts and strong loyalty help me grow in mine. I learned more about myself through the actual and irreplaceable development of my relationship with God. But of course, friends, family, and community have also helped me. Sometimes I look back on my life and think of all the time that I've spent doing nothing. How I could have spent it doing these things that I picked up over the years, which made me feel honestly very happy and very whole, and how I thought it was a waste. But then I become quite joyful, because I remember that I'm only 17, and I have still so much ahead to look forward to.